Our final session on foreign testimonials features two overseas speakers representing companies that have a strong presence in Sri Lanka. Firstly, we will hear from Mr. David Schwimmer, the Chief Executive Officer of the London Stock Exchange Group.
Thank you for inviting me. I hope you are keeping safe and well at what is obviously a very difficult time. I am delighted to be a part of the Sri Lanka Investment Forum. On behalf of LSEG, congratulations on creating Southeast Asia's first and largest virtual investor forum. That is no easy task in this environment, but it's that much more important to help us navigate these times together and to foster growth for future generations. I'm proud to say LSEG has a long-standing relationship with Sri Lanka. We first invested here in 2009 when looking for a partner to modernize our technology platforms. That trading technology remains central to our group today. From our 25-acre campus in Malabay, LSEG Technology provides vital infrastructure to 25 financial institutions around the world, including our group's own market infrastructure. In 2016, we established a new technology and operations hub in Trace City in Colombo, which provides the infrastructure to run many of our high-tech operations. Today, our Technology and Operations Center supports our entire organization of 25,000 people, and it's the backbone of our finance, HR, legal, and marketing teams. We have a great team of over 1,300 people in Sri Lanka. The pipeline of world-class talent coming out of Sri Lankan universities is a big differentiator. It's a high-quality and diverse team. 30% of our workforce in Sri Lanka and 27% of our managers are women. The potential for Sri Lanka's capital markets to grow is clear, and we're very excited to be helping that process. In 2019, we signed an MOU with the Colombo Stock Exchange to help develop the domestic debt market, including the market for offshore Sri Lankan rupee bonds. We are committed to providing technology support to upgrade Sri Lanka's capital markets infrastructure. The CSE and LSEG actively collaborate in creating indices drawing on our FTSE Russell Index business. And of course, I should mention the issuance of Sri Lanka's $2.4 billion offshore US dollar bond on London Stock Exchange. It's an exciting time for Sri Lanka. As an investor in and a partner with Sri Lanka, I see a country with a supportive policy framework, a great skills base, increasingly sophisticated capital markets, a great quality of life, and a place in which it is easy to do business. So I am in no way surprised that the number of new investors registering on the CSE rose by 70% last year. I'm looking forward to deepening our partnership into the future. Have a great forum, and thank you for your time today.
Ladies and gentlemen, next on is Mr. Derek Mansfield. He's the Director and Plant Manager at De La Rue. Over to you, Mr. Mansfield.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ayubowan, as we say in Sri Lanka. As the General Manager of De La Rue Lanka, I'm very honoured to be based in Sri Lanka and to have been invited to speak to you today, albeit virtually. I would also like to take this opportunity on behalf of our management team to thank the staff at the De La Rue Lanka site for their resilience during these testing times. The disruption of COVID-19 is unprecedented, and the challenge for businesses in navigating the impact in both the short and the long term is enormous. I've been hugely impressed by their resilience, their patience, their understanding, and finally by their tenacity. They are indeed a very special workforce, and I'm proud to be working with them. For those of you who don't know us, De La Rue is the world's largest commercial printer of banknotes and provider of authentication solutions which protect government revenue streams and brands against counterfeiters. We print up to 7 billion banknotes each year, and around 20% of these are produced in Sri Lanka. Despite what you might read, cash continues to be popular, so we look forward to many more years operating in this beautiful country. During the pandemic, we've seen an increase in the demand for cash. Having a robust supply of banknotes is even more important in a time of crisis. There would appear to be a large number of people keeping Sri Lankan 5,000 notes in their old jam jar in the kitchen cupboard or under the bed. Global demand for cash continues to grow, and it remains the most popular payment mechanism in many countries, particularly for the smaller transactions. The UK has close and long-standing ties with Sri Lanka. Since independence in 1948, the two countries have developed a close partnership across a wide range of issues, including economics, trade, culture, education, and of course cricket. This is a key reason for us setting up in the country in the 1980s. We first supplied banknotes to Sri Lanka in the 1870s. We then had the opportunity to set up a joint venture with the government of Sri Lanka, benefiting both parties. It was established at our site in the Biagama Free Trade Zone, run by the Board of Investment. We have around 350 staff, all apart from 2 which are Sri Lankan. The business contributes approximately £10 million or 2.4 billion rupees to the local economy each year. 80% of what we produce at the site is exported to many different countries in Asia, Africa and South America. We are honoured to supply notes to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, given the advantage of local supply with no overhead cost. The objective of this forum is to give potential investors an insight to what it is like to set up and run operations from Sri Lanka. Our experience is a positive one. There is a good pool of willing and skilled labour with a professional approach to working life. The government is supportive of inward investment and is developing legislation and working practices to further enable the success of such businesses. It is also key for this audience to note that during our time in Sri Lanka, we have had continuous support from the Board of Investment. This is especially relevant now, and it's great to see the BOI supporting our business and helping wherever they can. Communication channels are clear and effective. For our BOI zone, I would particularly like to thank Mr. Kumarasinghe and his team. If there are challenges, the board help us to overcome them. It is worth noting that Sri Lanka works on relationships. If you have established connections, then decisions and actions happen rapidly. We see the following as being the key reasons why investment in Sri Lanka is to be recommended. First of all, a highly versatile and skilled workforce who run our production lines and supply chain and maintain relationships with our customers. Our employees are typically very well educated with excellent English language skills. Our facility and staff are at the heart of their communities. We have a low staff turnover, which for new investors is an important factor. They enjoy working for De La Rue, and we in turn appreciate their loyalty. Secondly, our site has some of the most state-of-the-art modern security printing equipment found in any of De La Rue's worldwide manufacturing facilities, and our labour costs are lower in comparison to other parts of the world where we operate. Sri Lanka gives us excellent links for export, with the port and airport offering a full and efficient service, accommodating our needs for high security handling. Sri Lankan Airways has become more involved recently in handling secure cargo, and we also use them for the import of key supplies as required. The support of the BOI and the free trade zones for companies where export is the key function of the organisation is excellent. I have only praise for our experience in Sri Lanka, and would encourage prospective international companies to invest in this country with confidence. There are abundant opportunities for investment in Sri Lanka. The scope is immense, from infrastructure and tourism to agribusiness, manufacturing, and a range of services. From our own 35-year experience, the skills, capability, and willingness to learn and adapt has been overwhelmingly positive. We'll be more than happy to share our experiences with others who are looking to invest here in Sri Lanka. Without doubt, Sri Lanka remains one of the most attractive investment destinations in the Asia Pacific, and our continuing experience in Sri Lanka is a testament to this. And in this post-COVID recovery, FDI initiatives and incentives are key for sustained growth and prosperity. Wherever we operate, we are proud to say we support the local government's drive to create prosperity for its citizens, and we are here because we see and buy into a long-term vision. Our future investments will continue to value these principles, and we constantly seek and evaluate further opportunities given the right conditions. So to conclude, De La Rue is very satisfied with our operation in Sri Lanka, and all of our customers who visit are impressed by what they see and the hospitality, the hotels, etc. It is indeed a beautiful part of the world, and Sri Lankans are justly proud of their country. We will certainly be looking at Sri Lanka as a potential major hub for De La Rue, and further investment given the right conditions in the next stages of our development. Thank you for your time today, and I hope that everyone has a fantastic experience from this investment forum. Thank you.